I would love to have an intervention from the minister. That's great.
Thank you to the honourable member. We had a bit of a side bet going whether it would get accepted or not. So I just wanted to provide some clarity because you asked a good question, and I'm glad that you did. Yep. How did we land at the $2.75 billion that we saved job creators and Albertans? Well, we didn't land there. That is an industry-reported number. So I'll give you an example. One of the biggest savings that we did was allowing for the co-mingling of abandoned wells. That saved industry over $500 million. Again, an industry-reported number. But it's not just, red tape reduction is not just about the dollar saved. It's also about providing convenience to Albertans. And we have to look no further than my department, which has allowed you to register, provide personal registry services online so that you don't have to go to a registries on a Saturday and line up. You can actually do it from the comfort of your home in your space at your own pace. And so it's about the $2.75 billion? Absolutely. But it's about the convenience that we're offering Albertans as well. And again, it's an industry-reported number. I hope that provides some clarity for you.
Right on. I like it when it works.
Thank you, Minister. Really, with Bill 16, the only thing I really like about it is its number. It's the number of wins that the Oilers need to win the Stanley Cup. 16 wins. That's really the thing I like most about Bill 16.
15 now, but it's 16 goes forward.
Right, we only need 15 remaining. Would we consider a change in the name of this bill? All right, let me just get reorganized. And I appreciate that, Minister. I do still think it has that opportunity to be a bit nebulous when we're talking about what we are achieving. So, with the red tape additions, I'll come back to municipalities. One of the things municipalities are most concerned, not with Bill 16, but with this suite of bills that have been brought through in this legislature, is the oversight over government. Government is going to have more oversight over government. I dare say the government dream of small government, the conservative dream of small government, it is dead in this province. We have more layers upon more layers being added into our provincial system, and it's being added into by a government that brands themselves as conservative. That dream of small government is dead. And we brought it up today in question period, and it's just one of those small examples where we have, if you could go into Hinton and you go down the highway, you'll be familiar with going towards Jasper from Edmonton, or you'll be familiar with Hinton. Off of the highway, we have a side road off of a frontage road. It's a really a standard road you might see in many towns and cities across Alberta, and you would come across an empty lot. So it's been empty for years, so long that we have poplar trees that are growing on this property that have been there for probably 16 years. Everybody who would walk along this site would say, that's just an empty lot. A developer comes to the town of Hinton and says, we want to build here. That sounds great, says City Council. They look at the property. Sometime in the past, an engineer drew on the property line a place where there could have been an alleyway or laneway. It doesn't go into anything. It's a laneway that goes into the edge of a property line, but it was drawn in there. So the city looks at it, talks to the developer. Developer says, hey, we would like to build on this property, but we just need to say it's not a road anymore. This is actually just going to be a property you can develop into commercial real estate. Municipal council reviews this. City administration brings a report. They say, you know what, this is a great idea. The developer gets excited. Then they pass a bylaw, say, you know what, we're going to change this from a roadway. We're going to change this into a property that can be developed for commercial purposes. Hooray, this is great. Oh, just one catch. We have to go to the provincial government to see if it's okay that we change this this thing that's been zoned as a roadway into a commercial property for development. No problem, says developer, I know this provincial government. They get things done quickly. They're so fast at everything. We just had great reference to that from the minister. And then they wait. Council waits. The developer waits. Costs go up. Construction costs that could be bought for at today's price, we're going to have to buy for at a future price. Time goes by. A year goes by, and the minister finally says, oh, why am I signing this? Why am I even looking at this? and they have to sign off on it. It gets back to the municipality, and then the developer can start that development process of going through the point where they want to look at what are the designs, what are the construction parameters we're going to have to meet in order to build this site. But they were delayed for a year by the addition of oversight, of government oversight over government. And it's unnecessary. It's another thing that could have been added to this Bill 16. Ways that we can try and improve lives for Albertans. More ways that we can find for that. So I keep on seeking for those looks within the province, and I know especially when it comes back to that, if the minister would like to get up and talk about the ways we can bring counties into city casinos for fundraising, I think that would be a really popular decision in counties that surround municipalities that have, cities that have the casinos. How are we doing for time there, Mr. Speaker?
Last member.
Oh my goodness. I've really covered it off. I've really talked to Bill 16 a lot. But
You can wrap on that high note.
well, then I'll bring wrap to this, because, Mr. Speaker, I think there are some additions I want. The addition of removing that ministerial oversight, something that can be handled by administration, where administration would look at a development decision by a municipality, they would provide comment or straight approval, and then the municipality could move quickly on those development opportunities, which matters so much to towns in this province and cities in this province where it's challenging to get development in the first place. And then I want to look at the ways to bring counties into the city to work at casinos, so the nonprofits in counties have access to that greater pool of funding to fund their activities. And then last thing, we do need to look at oversight for massage therapy, because massage therapy is working in this province without any oversight. And there are assaults that are happening to Albertans that could be prevented with a proper massage therapy college. So thank you, Mr. Speaker, and at this time I'll turn it over to anybody else.